Welcome, everybody, to Cup with Gup on this September 7th, 2021, a Tuesday. Been a little bit of a different day. Coming to you a little later than normal as I attended the funeral of the friend that passed away last week this morning. Yeah, it was tough. Tough day overall. Still a little tough, but definitely in a better place now. And it was good to see some old friends and stuff like that, and celebrate a great man. So that was the biggest deal. It was a great funeral. A lot of great stories. Certainly makes you realize what's important in the big picture, and life's very short in any given time. So definitely some perception out of that, coming out of it for me. Perspective, I'm sorry. But wanted to get this out tonight, kind of give an update where everything's at, where we're going as we climb towards week 1 NFL. It's a very weird week. I mean, for me, one of the weirdest, because outside of all the other stuff going on, not having golf, and then football is like, I talked about this even last year, like you start to get, you want to chomp in, get your rankings, get this, get ownership, get projections, but then you can start getting into the world of, paralysis by analysis type deal, getting too much, especially week 1. There's so much, we've had the salaries forever, but you gotta still keep the process through the week because you're chomping at the bit, and I get it, right? Especially with no golf, right? You're sitting here on a Monday, and then it's Labor Day, so everybody your week's already thrown off. So I was driving home from the funeral. I was like, man, it's just a weird week in the sense of, not getting the golf content out, and it's Tuesday now, and so I get it. I know a lot of people are jumping antsy, so hopefully I'm going to go through a few things on the pod, talk about the Ryder Cup. Selections are out tomorrow, and then go through some football, waiver wire stuff, a couple updates on the tools, then the rest of the week schedule for me, and then we'll get out of here. Quick little pod, but some informative stuff that I wanted to get out. As I've mentioned for now, about 3 weeks now, use the code NFL, get 25% off. Got some announcements on the tools and stuff coming at the end of the pod. This is the best time to give it a try. It's risk-free, 7 days. You sign up today. You're, even if you do a weekly, it doesn't really matter. Monthly doesn't matter. I do, at least monthly, if not annual. And then, within the first 7 days, if you don't like it, you cancel anyways. You get your code, you get your percentage. If you want to upgrade later, percentage will hold on forever. So if you want to start out even with weekly and go to monthly, that's fine. Or monthly, and then you're here, a few weeks, and you go, man, I'm all in. You can upgrade to the annual, save you a little bit of money that way anytime you want. This goes through next Monday Night Football. Then the sale is over. Prices go up on the 14th. If you are a current member and you want to upgrade, a lot of people have been doing that. We've had great feedback so far. You may do that. You can DM me in the GC Warrior Room Slack or on Twitter, and I'll get you your loyalty code based on your current subscription. We have prizes. They're on the @Gups Corner Twitter. Autographed Bryson DeChambeau rookie card from UD Artifacts this year, the first release of Golf in Forever. Pretty sweet signature, sweet little card. Master swag, Gups Corner swag, DFS money, some Millie tickets. We'll be giving all that away the week after. So I'll do that probably on like the Smash or something like that on the 20th, or maybe I'll do it on Cup with Gup on the 21st, something like that, because I got to let all the free trials run out to see who really stayed on. It kind of sucks, but I want to give it away to people that actually do stay on with us. So I will do that. Listener League is up. I'll include it in this pod. $1,000 the first prize. Flat payouts, limited rake. Fill that up quick so we can make that grow. Show them that we are all in on NFL. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Like this video for me. I'll be doing giveaways later on in the week, probably as we get closer to Sunday. I may even do them on Monday. I'll do it as I gather everything on the week. And free ways to get entered is be a subscriber to us on YouTube or rate and review us on iTunes, and that'll get you in the drawing as well. I'll be doing random giveaways all weekend long, probably these first couple weeks, really. We got a lot going on, so I get some new people on board, and maybe next week I'll just do a bunch of giveaways for week 2. So that will get you in the drawings for free. And it goes a long way to help us as well. Mentioned this earlier, Underdog, they're pushing out big promos. You can use the code GUP right now, or you can go to gupscorner.com/affiliates if you want and click the link there. But use the code GUP when you deposit $10 and you get a free $25. The drafts are going quick. They're getting the puppies getting close to full. All three or four of the big ones are pretty close to full. Still got plenty of time to get your drafts in, though. Our guys have been talking about it all day in the Slack. I was catching up earlier on it. If you don't understand it or you're new to it, go deposit, get in there, and those guys will help you out as well as I will a little bit later on. Monkey Knife Fight is bringing 100% match on a $100 deposit, up to a $100 deposit. So you can do $20 and get $20. Goes all the way up to $100. I will be giving away my Monkey Knife Fight picks weekly. I'm going to do one. I think I'll probably do it Thursday. What I'll probably do on a normal week, Wednesday, I'll give away some golf ones. Thursday, I'll give away Thursday Night Football. And then Friday, we'll look ahead to Sunday. And I'll give them away here on these podcasts. Nothing paywall or anything like that. Just ones that stick out to me and I like. So if you want to go sign up now, use the code GUPS, G-U-P-S. You get 100% match up to $100 on your first deposit. You can also find that link on gupscorner.com/affiliates. PGA Ryder Cup, Whistling Straits will be 9/24 through 9/26. Looks like we'll probably have some DraftKings there. I believe we did for the President's Cup, so I would imagine it'd be similar. Certainly we'll take a look at that. We'll see where everything's going. If there's big enough contest and interest, I will give away some kind of coverage, content, stuff like that. Once we get a little bit closer to that and see what they're going to do. I may reach out and see if they know what the plan will be for that. But that's always fun. The Ryder Cup's just awesome in general. The auto qualifiers right now are Morikawa, DJ, Bryson, Brooks, JT, and Cantley. So probably the two big question marks is Brooks, now with the wrist injury, and Reed. Reed playing, competing, actually finished somewhat decent on the last couple days. I think he's proven enough, unless he tells afterwards, which we may not know until tomorrow, unless he tells them that, hey man, I gave it my all there, but I don't think I can make the Ryder Cup. I'm still, whatever. Unless Reed opted out, I think he's in. So that tells me I think the six that he's going to select is Finau, Xander, Spieth, and English. I think are locks. I think those four are in now. And I say Reed if healthy, and then I think that leaves Berger, Scheffler, and Burns. Kokrak's right kind of there. I just don't think he gets the nod quite yet. And I personally think Willie Z could be up there, but because I figured if he actually could have got to play the last 3 weeks, I think he would have had the possibility to climb right up there with these other guys, but I don't think he gets even considered. I would probably go with Burns out of those three, Scheffler, Berger, and Burns, but I think he probably takes Berger. And then I think Burns gets on if Brooks can't go. If he's too injured with the wrist. Didn't look good. He withdrew, which sucked for me and a lot of people that had him from the finals of the FedEx Cup. He withdrew from his deal with Barstool, his little charity deal he's going to do. Will have postponed it. So I don't know. It's still, 2 weeks and a few days away. So... But I would assume Brooks will probably have a pretty good idea. But he already qualified, so it's not like he has to select him. But if he has to be replaced, I think he goes with Berger as a pick, and I think Burns maybe becomes the alternate in there. That's assuming Reed is healthy and he has said anything. If not, you could see Berger, Scheffler, and Burns all maybe make it potentially. Berger as the last in. Maybe Scheffler if Reed can't go or has told him he can't go, and Burns for Brooks, something like that. That's where I think he'll be tomorrow. Be interesting to see how that lines up. Looking forward to it. I think it's going to be, on our home soil, a track that should favor us. It'd be fun to see, how that all plays out. And the Ryder Cup's just great in general. So looking forward to that. Football-wise, I did the power rankings and week 1 line previews yesterday on the pod. If you want to go check those out. Typically I would do on a Tuesday, I'd be doing PGA deep dive, the power rankings, and then looking at the waiver wire stuff. But did those yesterday because we didn't have any PGA going and already no football as well. So generally I'd wait till after Monday Night Football to update the power rankings, get those out Tuesday morning, talk about them on the pod, as well as the deep dive PGA stuff through the fall still. Went over content schedule, all that kind of stuff for the fall yesterday as well, if you want to go check that out. Waiver wire ads for me. So I just kind of looked at many different sites and areas to see who were pretty widely available type guys. This will be more concrete as we go through the season because it gets, week one's kind of, you've already drafted. If you're really outside of injury, you probably shouldn't be trying to make too many moves yet, or why'd you draft them? But big news would be Latavius Murray got cut a little while ago. I think a couple hours ago, maybe an hour ago or so. So, but he is higher owned because most people had him already. I guess be on the lookout if someone drops him, maybe an inexperienced player or somebody, and they just see, oh, Murray's cut. I would think the Baltimore Ravens would be a landing spot there. Don't know. We'll see. They lost Justice Hill as well over the weekend. They had already lost J.K. Dobbins. Tyson Williams is a hot name out there. I've seen him available on some sites pretty decently still. So he is the backup to Gus Edwards. He's the number 2 right now in Baltimore if nothing else happens before the season. Tony Jones is now the backup for the Saints, who had a great preseason. We heard about it a lot. We played him in some of the preseason DFS stuff. So he's a guy that if you have Kamara or maybe you had Murray or, your league's sleeping, I maybe would put waiver wire pickup on him because I think we've seen that they like to utilize 2 running backs, and Kamara could be much more involved in the passing game as they're kind of weak there right now until Michael Thomas and stuff gets back. So Tony's a good pickup, especially, a handcuff situation. Terrence Marshall's a guy I've talked about leading up to your home drafts and best balls and all that kind of stuff. I'm high on him. LSU product. Just a guy that you keep your eye on, which I guess you don't want him to go off this weekend with Darnold. They're playing the Jets. And it'd be hard to pick up. But he's a guy, if you have room or maybe you got a guy that you just you drafted and now, this guy has no chance. I think Marshall's a good one. I think Gainwell, who I talked about a lot in the preseason as well. I love him. Played him a lot in DFS preseason as well. I loved him in college. Played him a lot in college DFS. I think he's a good handcuff to have. Maybe you have Sanders, or maybe just having him, and if something happened to Sanders or they start utilizing a more of a 2-back, he could be a potential good pickup, and he's pretty widely available. Gallman goes to Atlanta in the waiver wire pickup. I could see Gallman taking over for the Falcons eventually. So I think he's a good guy to maybe potentially target there. Chuba Hubbard's a guy I've talked about that obviously Oklahoma State boy. I think he's a good guy to have. McCaffrey, what if what if he just turns into be injury prone all of a sudden? We don't know that, but he's still not a bad guy to have. He'd be great, to have as a handcuff situation if he does go down. And when I say handcuff, it doesn't mean that you have to have McCaffrey because, if McCaffrey goes down and you already have good running backs and you have Chuba sitting there, that's a good possibility. It all depends on your bench and how many spots you can have and stuff like that. A couple more that I like. Jacoby Myers, I think with Mac Jones getting that, we're going to see more throw in than potentially we would have with Cam. I think that bumps his stock. And then Elijah Moore. Those are the 2 top wide receivers I see out there that's for the most part widely available. If you're looking for some waiver wires today or tomorrow, definitely have more locked in stuff as we lock up week 1 and kind of see how everything shuffle out over the week. But those are guys that caught my eye in doing my research today. The NFL tools for our site will start going up this evening. They may already be starting to flow in. We are pushing them version 1 and into tomorrow. Be working out some final tuning for the projections and stuff like that. So I would feel comfortable. I think I'll touch base with Bobby. I know he's kind of out of town, but we're doing all this together. No later than Thursday morning, everything should be up and rolling, but I think probably mid to late tomorrow, all of it will be up. You'll see it kind of refigured now, a little bit of it, and start seeing some of the stuff up there that basically has last year's data, but our new formatting, all that kind of stuff. If you want to go check those out, I would encourage you to check out the Green Machine if you have that access. There's a tutorial video. If you missed it, you can go to the educational series on the website or educational, I don't remember what it's called, section under fantasy. and all those tutorial videos are there. But the newest one I did over the green machine, and I actually hit on some golf stuff as well and had some good feedback on that. I will be doing more of that. Next week I'll do one for NFL once we have real data flowing in there, week 1, all that kind of stuff. Makes more sense that I can go through it. Educational information under fantasy. You'll see the updated green machine I did on August 31st, but you can watch that. I would go through and start, if you hadn't done it for college football yet or any of these other sports, mess around with it, run some stuff, see where your restrictions are. Maybe you get some errors. You can throw those to me and Bobby in the green, Bobby Gould in the green machine. In the GC Warrior room. And make sure, we've been error proofing it, testing it, no doubt. And a lot of people used it last weekend for college football. Had one glitch that I was aware of. I think we've worked through that. Stacking ability, quarterback flexibility, super flex in college football. It's been great feedback so far. I really like the product. It's going to continue to improve even more. And our baseline projections tool will be coming on the NFL as well, probably tomorrow. That one may be the Thursday one. So what that's going to be is like my weekly projections that I normally post to the site, just like golf, but I do for NFL. So if you're a content analysis only, you don't have the tools, you'll still get my broad projection, my rankings for every position for the week and ownership, stuff like that. The baseline projections tool, phase 1 is basically going to be that, but it'll be auto fed into there. And that'll be the baseline for the site. And then I'll make my rankings. I'll make my tweaks and all that kind of personal stuff and post my initial rankings and my final rankings as we go through the week. And then that tool, we're going to add some dynamic features, in probably the next week or 2 or so that allows the user to do some adjustments based on their feelings. Maybe you're higher on some of the totals, say you like the Chiefs a lot more than what the projections say, we're going to give you the dynamic feature ability to basically, for a simplistic world, sliders let you go, hey, I want to be aggressive on the Chiefs, or I want to be conservative on this team, that team. You could basically adjust any team, rerun it, and it would show you the projections. If you think our projections or the industry projections are low on a certain team and you got a good instinct, when you do that, it'll allow you to update it. It'll be pretty cool. All these tools, again, are part of the full site access. We have one price for everything. You get all the green machine, all the optimizers for all the sports we cover, the NFL tools or the PGA tools as well. Free trial right now, 7-day, no risk trial. NFL gets you 25% off as well. Come check us out. I think you'll really enjoy it. And for the value that we bring, the money we charge versus some others, I think you'll really enjoy it. There's other great tools out there. I have no ill will on anybody, but I do believe in ours and our community in general. So hope you guys check it out. Hit me up if you have any questions. So tomorrow I will be traveling to Tulsa in the morning. This is the 3rd year I played a member guest up there. This year fell this week, which, the very first thing I always do when someone asks me when I'm scheduling something in the future, I go see what golf tournaments that week. Cause I got to cover the golf. Not really. I knew NFL was there, but that was in the back of my mind. No golf this week. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I get to play the member guest, no golf, first time in forever, no golf. And then a month or so ago, as I'm planning everything out, I realized that this was week 1 NFL. So I was like, oh, great. No worries. I have it all covered. The best thing about it is the salaries have been out forever. There's going to be stone cold, min price locks of the week because the pricing's so messed up. These guys came out early and now they're starting, and injuries, like J.K. Dobbins, right? Gus, all these kind of guys, we got to swift through and all that kind of stuff anyway. So I feel great about it. I'll be releasing my initial ranks either tomorrow evening or Thursday, which is just like I would any other week. Thursday, I'll still put out the showstoppers, probably later in the afternoon, still give you plenty of time before the game starts. The coin flip will be out Thursday. I'll have my Monkey Knife Fight picks as well for that. Friday, my updated betting card. I've already released a couple NFL picks. I've got a few college football. I'm ready to release, but I'm just digging in a little bit more. But I'll release all that Friday. Monkey Knife Fight picks Friday for Sunday. And then I'll have the Triple G out Friday, just like I normally would. No issues there. I'm hoping to get Ryan on we'll have to see if our schedules meet this week, but if not, it'll probably start next week. And we're going to kind of do so my coin flip format will still be it'll be pretty similar to what it's always been. I've had great feedback for it. Me solo, quick, here's my thoughts, all that kind of stuff, just like golf on the Smash Factor. This one with Ryan, we're going to go main slate only, game by game, and just kind of cuss and discuss potential ceilings, floors, that kind of stuff for the Cup with Cup that would normally air on Friday. So work with him, see if we can get that out this week. If not, I may do some version of that solo just this week only. Saturday, Glorious Nucleus come out, just like always. Late Saturday, early Sunday, I'll have my final thoughts posted like I normally do. Sunday morning, 11 Eastern, the Audible live chat will go with me. Nothing changes there. So everything this week pretty much is 100% like it always will be. And I'll have Sunday night showstoppers out Sunday as well for that evening. So looking forward to that. Bobby will have you covered on college football all week long. Man, that game last night was crazy. Snoop's listed as a fourth running back. We knew he got plenty of time last year, so it's kind of weird, but you don't play him, and he winds up getting the two kind of luck box touchdowns. Just kind of really, really sucks. Really only missing piece for mine. I had basically the nuts minus that. Still finished pretty high up there, but the Louisville just looked completely lost to start that game. Little comeback in the second half, nothing major though. Ole Miss pretty much ran away with that from the beginning. But more football this week. Looking forward to it. It'll be awesome. More college football, that is. NASCAR, I think round 2 of the playoffs. Ryan always have you covered with that. UFC with Tommy. So much going on. I'm really excited. We're going to have a great fall. We're going to have a great week. If you need anything from me, reach out to me. Remember, code NFL gets you 25% off, 7-day risk-free on top of that. If you get time, go check out the Prediction Strike pod I did yesterday. They're new partners of ours. Really, it's 15, 18 minutes. Had a lot of people reach out to me in Slack already for that, so that's exciting. That's going to be a good, fun thing to get into this fall as well. Hope you guys have a blessed evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.